This week is another tape show for AEW Collision. We've got Maximum Carnage and we are Fog Wrestling, bringing you some maximum spoilers. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. If you don't want to be spoiled for the 18th of January 2025 edition of AEW Collision, then it is time to tune out now. But let's be honest, you probably won't even be watching this show, so I doubt you care about spoilers. In fact, you probably came here for the spoilers, so let us spoil you. AEW taped matches for Saturday, January 18th, after the Dynamite, the day after. So Dynamite on the Wednesday, they then taped this on the Thursday, I believe, inside the same arena. And it's probably got about 10 people inside it, but I mean, it is what it is. I've even noticed with Dynamite, the attendances are getting pretty damn low. It's pretty scary. Tony Khan has to change something. Will he change anything on this show, though? Let's find it.
Probably not, but yeah, I mean, if you look at AEW at the start and AEW now, it just gets more indie and indie and indie than ever before, man. I mean, the arenas just look pathetic. I mean, there's nothing...
Jeff Jarrett, though, he knows how to be a champion in small arenas, so I'd put the belt on him.
The Impact Zone, what a great zone it was, but I tell you what, I'm not feeling the zone, I'm not feeling hee-haw. See, at the end of the day...
Say what you want about the Impact Zone, but it looked good. It was always packed.
See good wrestling, right? I'm not saying the arena doesn't have it doesn't have an impact, because of course it does. Mania feels better when it's in a bigger arena. But if something's good, it's good. It doesn't matter if it's a 15,000, a 60,000, or a 2,000, or a 500. I mean, if something's good, it's good. You know what I mean?
Kevin Nash would argue you can't get a 5-star match in a bingo hall.
Well, I would agree with that.
Well, I don't know, I think if you put Shawn Michaels in a bingo hall, you have a decent enough chance, like.
Yeah, but it's like, if you have a backstage segment, right?
Who's going to put on a better match? Shawn Michaels in a bingo hall or Kevin Nash in a fucking 80,000 sold out stadium?
Well, there you go. I mean, it's Shawn Michaels.
The Heartbreak Kid.
Mago.
Anyway, let's get into it.
Mago.
Opening match. Hangman Adam Page defeats Christopher Daniels in a Texas death match. This was a violent and bloody encounter with chairs, tables and barbed wire, all getting in on the party. In the end, Hangman connected with the dead eye onto a steel chair, and then a buckshot lariat to keep Daniels down for a 10 count. Hangman Page wasn't finished doling out the punishment after the match was over. He delivered a fallen angels to Daniels, who had to get help to the back. He received a nice ovation from the Cincinnati crowd for his efforts. So, Texas Deathmatch, is that a 10 count? Is that a last man standing? I thought it was a pinfall to finish, but
I don't know, when you hear about death matches, it tends to be one of these mad, here we're going to use lighting probes and light bulbs and glass and thumbtacks and all that shit, and blood, exploding rings, which didn't go down previously well in AEW, so please don't do it. But Christopher No, I don't fucking get, right? All these people greeting about Jeff Jarrett. Oh, but when they whip out 53-year-old Christopher Daniels, it's alright.
Yep.
Who made a bigger impact in wrestling? Jeff Jarrett or Christopher Daniels? Oh, but Unbreakable 2005. Well, there wouldn't have been an Unbreakable 2005 without fucking Double J, alright? So get it right, Runius.
The only thing that was unbreakable was Jeff Jarrett's bond with the TNA Championship.
Absolutely. But you know what I mean, though? What's the fucking difference?
Selective
criticism,
outrage,
the shite.
Anyway, let's move on. Tony Schiavone. By the way, I just don't know why Daniels was in this Texas deathmatch. It just didn't feel like it warranted a deathmatch.
No.
Deathmatch is for like a feud like that's went too far and there's legit hatred. I didn't see it between Dan, and I'm not complaining because, well, yeah, I'm complaining. I mean, it's good that Tony Khan's giving you these matches, I guess.
Yeah,
you know, but it's like, I mean, surely something else could have warranted it, but is what it is. Tony Schiavone interviewed Toni Storm backstage, who was celebrating her big win Wednesday in the Casino Gauntlet match. She said she's incredibly excited to wrestle at Grand Slam Australia in the same building where she saw her first ever match. Storm then said it's her first time for her and Mariah May to finally meet face to face, and she asked the AEW's women's champion to meet her next week in Jacksonville. So, you know what? They're committing to that story. A lot of people were bashing it. I mean, I think at least they're trying something different.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. It is something different. It's not just two people in tights wrestling each other. It's like an actual gimmick and two gimmicks and a story going on. That's more than what can be said for half the other shit floating about in wrestling these days. Oh look at the back on her. Who gives a fuck about that?
I know, like some man-looking woman will turn up in NXT and people will bow down and go to it, which is great.
Oh, he's cooking.
Toni Storm, hands down, best female wrestler in the past 18 months. Tony Khan tries a new story with her, and people just shit all over it. I don't get it. If you think Rhea Ripley's better or more attractive than Toni Storm, you are fucking brain dead.
I drink a toilet water.
Yeah, delusional. Anyway, up next, MVP challenged Private Party to an AEW Tag Team Championship match next week. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, Dynamite. Are we going to see the Hurt Syndicate get the gold? Will Private Party retain? Is Bobby Lashley really going to be a tag team wrestler? Fuck it, why not put him in the main event scene? I mean, look, Moxley's killing wrestling, isn't he, at the end of the day? He teased Shane McMahon and we got hee-haw. Take the belt off him now, pull the trigger.
As Simon Miller said on Woke Culture, why not give Powerhouse Hobbs the belt? I mean, fucking why not? Why not?
I'm suggesting Bobby Lashley.
No. I mean, I'll give it to Bobby Lashley over Powerhouse Hobbs, but the reality is, Powerhouse Hobbs had a world title match against him. It's Tony Khan too afraid, man. It's like, no, but it's like, why not look at WWE and be like, you know what? All their title runs are fucking stagnant and shite. Maybe if I try and spice things up a bit, it could change my company. But then you look at AEW, this guy holding the world title. Mercedes Moné's winning every title under the fucking sun.
But if Tony Khan did do that, all these fanboys would be like, oh, you're playing hot potato with the titles.
Well, you know what? It's better playing hot potato than shite potato, because at the end of the day, you can eat hot potatoes, can you eat fucking blue mold at once for the famine? No, exactly, so let's move on.
Up next, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly defeated Shane Taylor Promotions in a trios match. O'Reilly pinned Sean Dean. Sean Dean.
Fucking brilliant.
Shane Taylor then attacked Undisputed Kingdom after the match, started talking trash to Daddy Magic. Daniel Garcia hit the ring to a huge pop and took out all of Shane Taylor Promotions. I'm going to call bullshit on that. Daniel Garcia hitting the ring to a huge pop.
Doesn't sound right to me.
Also, do you not think Shane Taylor Promotions is like the worst thing going in AEW?
Yes.
Or one of the worst things? Shane Taylor, like, see if you're going to name the faction after you have to be at least good.
No, I agree.
Shane Taylor's a fucking jobber.
Also, promotions would allude to the fact that, like, you're a promoter and you're great and you're like Eddie Hearn or something. Mate.
You know, I think this works with MVP.
Aye.
But not Shane Taylor.
No.
Shane Taylor Don Callis promotion. Shane Taylor? What's he done?
Like, why would you go to Shane Taylor to promote yourself?
As a jobber leading a bunch of jobbers at the end of the day.
MVP, right, and Don Callis, I don't think there's anyone beneath them to a degree where they couldn't go to them for them to be the manager. I'd argue on this roster there's no one that would be wanting Shane Taylor unless you're a fucking bona fide jobber.
Probably the only guy that maybe when they want Don Callis would have been like Sting or something like that.
Aye, yeah, but that's a wee bit different. You know what I mean?
Will Ospreay told Alicia Tout that he's going to call out Kenny Omega this Wednesday on Dynamite because they need to have a chat about Don Callis, but she was too busy banging 10 guys according to Jeff Jarrett, so...
My world, da-na-na.
Lance Archer and Brian Cage defeated Top Flight after a powerbomb chokeslam combo on Darius Martin. Leo Rush and Action Andretti attacked Top Flight after the match, wearing puffy red spiked sleeveless jackets, no less. Alright, okay.
Don't know why we need it so much emphasis on it.
Lexi Nair interviewed the Learning Tree. Chris Jericho said if John Moxley is as smart as he thinks he is, the Death Riders will work with the Learning Tree tonight to take out their common enemies. Well, it is a 12-man tag match, so I'd like to think you're going to work together. Max Caster came to the ring to clear the air with Anthony Bowens, but he was greeted by deafening boos and shut the fuck up chants. Bowens called Caster a cocky, arrogant piece of shit, which received a great ovation from the crowd. Bowens called himself the pride of AEW, AEW's 5-tool player, and said he has the tools to be a world champion. Bowens called himself the pride of AEW, AEW's 5-tool player, and said he has all the tools to be it. What is a 5-tool player?
Don't know, he probably likes shoving fucking screwdrivers up his arse, like, so I don't know what he's doing.
Billy Gunn then came to the ring to try and stop their bickering, but he ran into a rant from Max Caster. He blamed Billy for all the tension between himself and Bowens. and told Anthony to choose between himself and Billy Gunn. Bones then flipped Max the finger and said he never needed him to be successful. The Acclaimed officially breaks up as Billy and Bones scissor one final time. Scissor me, Daddy-o! Daddy Can has lost his scissors. The Acclaimed are done.
Like, imagine you've stumbled upon this no DQ article and scissor each other one last time. Two men.
Bit fucking gay.
Like, let's get on here.
Okada defeats Ishii to retain the AEW Continental Championship. It was a solid bout as these two have great chemistry with one another. After multiple attempts at his finisher, Okada occupied the ref with the ring bell, kicked Ishii below the belt, finally connected with the Rainmaker for the win. This Ishii guy's about 4 foot tall. Okada beating him does hee-haw for my interest in Okada. Okada really is boring as fuck. This guy's still the Continental Champion, and he had to win that Continental Classic just to get it.
Just to get a sniff?
I don't get that, man.
I don't get it either, damn it.
See that Continental Classic, what's the point? Do you not think winning that should get you a shot at the world title or something?
No, like, what is the point?
Why would you need to go through 2 different groups of round robins to win and get to semis and finals? Just to hold on to a belt that you already own? Talk about jumping through hoops for no reason.
Fucking jumping through hula hoops, man. Shite.
Is that anything else to add on that?
No, not really. It's, we've called it out before. It's like that continental stuff, man. The leagues for a mid-card belt.
Yeah, Dustin Rhodes defeats Adam Priest in what was essentially a squash match. Not Damien Priest, it was Adam Priest.
Adam Page, baby.
Julia Hart defeats Harley Cameron by submission. A good back and forth match that had Cincinnati crowd fighting over who they wanted to win. Harley was selling the effects of being misted on Dynamite for much of the match. There you go, some good psychology there, selling the effect of the mist.
Couple of nights beforehand as well. Well, technically,
previous night, less than 24 hours.
Taped. Here, but it's on Saturday.
It's
Saturday.
Yeah, the Learning Tree is seen backstage after attacking Powerhouse's Hobbs' knee with a baseball bat to celebrate their actions as they head to the ring for the main event. And in the main event, Rata FTR, the Outrunners, and Powerhouse Hobbs defeat the Death Riders and the Learning Tree. As expected, this match erupted into total anarchy. Many of the competitors ended up fighting into the crowd and never returned to the match. Powerhouse Hobbs arrived towards the end of the bout to help the Outrunners, who were left to fight off Chris Jericho and Brian Keith. Hobbs hit the Bad Apple with a big spinebuster to pick up the win for his team. And that is it, guys. That is your Collision spoilers there on Maximum Carnage.
You know what? He's beginning to try a game with Collision. I feel like there was a good couple of months there when nothing happened, but you're getting, for who AEW's got, brother, you're getting a decent card, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you got a Continental Championship match. You got.
I mean, you're getting a big mega 12-man job fest.
Yeah, death match between Paige and Daniels.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't sit here and say that it's a fucking shite card because it's not. No, I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's good.
Yeah,
it's not that either.
Story, damn it.
But you know, I mean, I'd say there's at least effort. Oh,
there is more fucking intrigue on this than there is on SmackDown.
I mean, at least Tony Khan tries to put on big matches.
Preview, by the way, and I'm petrified.
Right. Anyway, guys, let us know your thoughts down below. Will you be checking out Collision Maximum Carnage? Who knows? Turn it up to the max. Turn our like button, our subscribers up to the max. Hit it. We'll get to see you next time.
Aye, I expect so, Jeff.